It does. The importance of infrastructure cannot be overstated. This is what people are not realizing. And maybe they'll realize it when it's too late. It doesn't matter how many charging piles our competitors install. Our innovative approach ensures that we stay ahead. Even Tesla owners are using our charging infrastructure in China, showcasing NIO's influence and reach. So with that being said, I can't look at this stock and truly tell myself that I believe it deserves to be a $4 stock. I don't care what anybody says. If you want to be a part of the conversation before it happens here on YouTube, click that link in the description to join the free Courtside Financial Discord. What's going on, everyone? My name's Obi, and welcome back to the Courtside Financial Podcast, a podcast where we talk about business and technology. We oftentimes tend to focus on NIO, which is one of my favorite companies. This is your go-to podcast for how technology companies are shaping the future, especially in the electric vehicle industry. Quick reminder, folks, this isn't financial advice. It's super important to do your own research and come to your own conclusions when making investment decisions. Obviously, I'm a NIO investor, and I made the decision to invest in NIO on my own. You shouldn't just copy what I'm doing. You should do your own due diligence. Before we get into the video, which is going to be super interesting and insightful, by the way, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We are trying to get to 10,000 subscribers before the year is over. If you could help us out with that, we'd be ever so grateful. Click that notification bell icon and leave a comment down below. Your engagement really does go a long way in helping this channel to grow, helping us to reach a broader audience. And without further ado, let's get into today's episode. Today, we're going to be talking about something fundamental to the EV revolution: infrastructure. It's the backbone of everything from charging stations to battery swap facilities. And it's key to NIO's strategy for global dominance. Stick around as we unpack why infrastructure isn't just important, but is also crucial to NIO's future long-term growth. Let me start with a dream that I had recently. Quite literally, I was dreaming about infrastructure. It's fascinating how this often overlooked aspect of NIO is not just going to make them a fierce competitor, but a leader in the global EV market. Imagine a NIO logo shining on every corner of the globe, similar to the reach of the British Empire in its heyday. Bold vision? Absolutely, but with the right infrastructure, it's certainly possible. One of the major developments recently is Fisker filing for bankruptcy. We've talked about this on the channel in several videos. I'm not going to get into all the details and specifics. It's out there. They just didn't do certain things right from their accounting policies and many more things as well. William Li, NIO's visionary's founder, said that the race isn't for the swift, but it's for those who can endure. Many companies are rushing into the EV market without laying down the necessary infrastructure or having a plan or partnerships that are going to support their vehicle. Quite frankly, they're setting themselves up for failure. For example, let's talk about Tesla. They have about 2,000 charging piles across China. Sounds impressive, right? But when you look at NIO, we surpassed that with over 20,000 charging piles in China. And by the way, guys, I do have exposure to Tesla. I'm actually even thinking about buying a Tesla. I'm not a Tesla hater. I want Tesla to succeed, and I take my hat off to Tesla and Elon Musk and a lot of the things they do. I won't say everything that they do because some of it I don't agree with, but great company, and Elon Musk is a visionary leader as well. That is not to be denied. But anyways, back to NIO, 20,000 charging piles across China, and that's not even counting its extensive network of battery swapping stations. The infrastructure advantage is not just a number, it's a game changer. Now let's shift gears and talk about the global economic dynamics that influence the EV market. Did you know Malaysia is joining BRICS? Their economy is valued at 1.3 trillion. In contrast, China's debt is 2.38 trillion. But let's put things into perspective. The US owes 34.7 trillion. When people talk about the Chinese economic landscape, they oftentimes overlook the broader global debt landscape. Understanding these numbers helps us see the bigger picture of how countries are positioning themselves within the global economy. Speaking of economic positioning, let's talk about the recent moves in U.S. infrastructure policy. Remember the ex-EV exec who joined the Biden administration, his push for infrastructure development in the US was certainly a step in the right direction. But there is a long way to go. NIO's head start in building out infrastructure provides a significant moat against its competitors. The administration's efforts are certainly commendable, but catching up to NIO's infrastructure pursuits is definitely a monumental task. Recent developments have shown how crucial partnerships are in this industry. Li Auto, for example, has signed a partnership deal to enhance their charging infrastructure. That goes to show you just how important this thing is. They're collaborating with PetroChina, Kunlun, and they're collaborating with Wangan Electric Energy. Their goal is to boost charging networks in the cities and across the highway. This sounds familiar to a strategy that NIO's already mastered. So for NIO investors, when it comes to infrastructure, we're not just ahead, but we're also setting the pace here. NIO's pioneering spirit is evident in many areas. We integrated phones within our cars first, introduced battery swapping stations, developed in-house motors, and even implemented LiDAR technology before others. These innovations aren't just technical feats, they're strategic moves that are setting us apart. Competitors are now recognizing the importance of these innovations and trying to catch up. But as they say, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. While the media might highlight these efforts by our competitors, it's important to remember that NIO is a trailblazer in its own right. A major difference for NIO is our battery as a service model. It doesn't matter how many charging piles our competitors install. Our innovative approach ensures that we stay ahead. Even Tesla owners are using our charging infrastructure in China, showcasing NIO's influence and reach. So with that being said, I can't look at this stock and truly tell myself that I believe it deserves to be a $4 stock. I don't care what anybody says. The battery as a service model is revolutionary because it addresses some of the biggest pain points for EV users: battery degradation and battery replenishment. With battery as a service, users can swap out their battery in a matter of under 5 minutes. Marketing says, 3? Ensuring that they have a fully replenished battery. This model is not just convenient, it's a game changer in terms of efficiency and convenience. Now let's talk about the broader economic implications. As I mentioned earlier, Malaysia joining BRICS and China's economic positioning are certainly significant. China's push for infrastructure development, both domestically and through initiatives like Belt on Road, position it as a leader in the new economic order. This leadership definitely extends to the EV market. China is not just a participant, but a driver of innovation in this space and development. The importance of infrastructure cannot be overstated. This is what people are not realizing. And maybe they'll realize it when it's too late. For instance, our collaboration with leading energy companies to develop charging infrastructure is a testament to our forward-thinking approach. These partnerships aren't just about expanding reach. They're about creating a sustainable and efficient ecosystem that benefits all stakeholders. As investors, it's crucial to look at the long-term vision of a company. NIO isn't just building cars, they're constructing, a comprehensive ecosystem that will generate revenue from our energy sector alone. NIO Power could be bigger than NIO itself. This diversified approach ensures that we're not reliant on a single revenue stream. Instead, we're creating multiple streams of revenue that will support our growth and expansion in the future. To all the investors, enthusiasts, fans out there, stay focused on the long-term vision, please. NIO isn't just making cars, they're transforming the way that we think about energy and transportation. Our infrastructure investments are a testament to the company's vision. NIO's not looking for day traders who are seeking quick gains. And that's part of William Lee's statement when he says that his vision for NIO spans out 10 to 20 years. NIO should be supported by long-term investors who believe in the company's potential to dominate and transform an entire global market. Thanks for tuning into Courtside Financial. If you found this video inspirational, insightful, or motivational, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider joining our community. Consider getting down there in the description and joining the Discord so that we can keep the conversation going offline as well. We're trying to get to that 10K before the year is over. These videos do take a lot of time, a lot of energy, but I do appreciate your guys' support. You guys are what keeps me going. It's fun to interact with you guys, hear your thoughts, and be along for the ride. We'll catch you in the next installment. Thanks for tuning in and spending some time with us. OB signing off.